It is 9:44 GMT, and I'm just back from Munich, where PSG has demonstrably demonstrated that they are the kings of Europe. It is not one-time difficult for us to believe that PSG could go on to wallop Inter Milan. What they have been able to achieve, nobody has achieved that in the history of the Champions League finals. Annihilating Inter Milan 5-0. And the funny thing and the weird part of this game is the fact that Inter Milan did not have a shot at goal. Incredibly though, I thought that Inter Milan was going to put up a fight. I thought that per what we have seen from Inter Milan against Bayern Munich, against Barcelona, they were going to put up a fight. But on the final day, they did not come to the party. But most importantly, let's look at the players and their performances. Dembele, from being a very good player at Dortmund, becoming a flop at Barcelona, has resurrected his career, becoming one of the best players, and having a very, very good chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. Is it possible for him to become the best player in the world? Absolutely. For me, he has a big chance of becoming the Ballon d'Or winner. We have shouts out for Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, of also becoming the Ballon d'Or. But for the mere fact that Dembele has been able to achieve the treble, winning the Coupe de France, the Ligue 1, and then the ultimate, the Champions League, not just by being a part of the squad, but by being their leader and the main man of the squad, I think that he deserves unequivocally to be the Ballon d'Or winner. Let's look at the totality of what Inter Milan brought to the fore. They were shambolic, they were poor, they were a mismatch for the arsenal that PSG were able to bring to the party. And I can tell you for a fact that this Champions League finals will go down in history as one of the most mismatched Champions League finals. But don't forget, the just ended English Premier League have seen one of the best goals that has ever been scored in the EPL by Mamouche. All the way from 40 yards. From 40 yards, listen very well. All the way from 40 yards, he unleashed a thunderbolt of a strike. A thunderbolt. The last time that I saw a goal being scored like that was when Khelaifi scored it against Arsenal, I think in the 2013-2014 season. Goals like that have not been scored recently. And rightly so, it was nominated as the goal of the season in the EPL. Let's look at it, the EPL as a whole. Everybody thought that Arsenal was going to win the EPL if Man City fails to win it. But what did we see? Arsenal once again imploded. They were not able to sustain the pressure, allowing Liverpool to become champions of England. That is something that a lot of the Arsenal supporters are asking. Should they continue with Mikel Arteta? Because for 7 to 8 seasons that he has been given the chance to mold a team in his own image, he has failed to deliver a meaningful title. The EPL for the past 8 years, they've not been challenging. The best they've been able to achieve is place second to Man City on 2 separate occasions. On the occasion that everybody thought that since Man City was faltering, Man City was not in the midst, they were going to go home with the EPL. They failed to deliver. So the question then is, should Mikel Arteta be given time again? Or should he be sacked? What do you think? As an Arsenal supporter, would you be happy if he is given money to reinvest? Because so far he's been given about £150 million to reinvest into the team again. But so far we've not had concrete offers for strikers. And that's the most challenging part of the entirety of their squad. They don't have a center forward. You can play all the ball, but when you don't have a center forward, then what are you going to be able to achieve? All their competitors have strikers who are getting in 20, 25, 30 goals a season. Man City has Erling Haaland. Liverpool has Mo Salah. Chelsea has Jackson, gets about 15, 20 goals a season. So on what basis are they going to be able to compete with these clubs if they really want to win the EPL? Your good is as good as mine. I think that he has to be sacked. Because you can be at Arsenal for 8 years and not make an impact. But it is left to you to bring out what you think. On the 13th of September, we have a big fight, big bout between the undisputed light middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford, who is moving from 147 pounds to 154 pounds. I know you remember Canelo Alvarez. His 12th bout was against Floyd Mayweather in 2014. In 2015. You remember, right? Where he was schooled. He was taught how to box. He thought he was ready, but apparently wasn't ready. But he's gone on to create a successful career out of boxing. 63 bouts. He's won 61. He's won 40 by way of knockout. An incredible statistics considering the fact that he came in as a young guy. But here he's going against Crawford, a 36-year-old super welterweight champion. What do you think is going to happen? Can Canelo Alvarez maintain his status as one of the biggest names when it comes to boxing? Or Crawford will be able to dethrone him? What is your guess?